Everybody, welcome to class today. Today is going to be a 75-minute balance and hip opening class. So this is about a level 2-3 practice. We do have opportunities to get upside down and get into flying pigeon, lots of single leg work, and obviously lots of hip opening. There's also an option to incorporate a bosu ball or some other sort of unstable surface, so it's completely optional. You can do this entire class without it. I just use it to make my life unnecessarily difficult and fun. But you could use a bosu ball, you could use one of those like little squishy Duradisc things, you could use a pillow, you could use foam, you could use anything that you can kind of stand on that's going to be a little bit squishy and throw your balance off a little bit and challenge you. But like I said, it is completely optional and it's just there to add a little bit of spice. If you enjoy these classes, please remember to like and subscribe and tell a friend. And if you've got comments or feedback, please let me know in the comments section below and let me know where you're tuning in from. And I think that's it. We are going to get started today at the top of the mat in Tadasana. Start at the top of your mat in Tadasana and then turn the feet out so that they point towards the corners of the mat. Take them a little bit wider than hips distance. Take a nice deep inhale, squeeze the arms up and overhead. And then as you exhale, take a forward fold. Take a generous bend into your knees, let your arms be floppy. Take a bend into your knees, roll up the spine, drop the tailbone. And then as you inhale, sweep those arms up and overhead. And then as you exhale, dive forward, ragdoll at the bottom, get real heavy in the legs. Take an inhale down here. As you exhale, drop the tailbone, start to roll all the way up through the spine. One more like that. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, let yourself roll forward. Floppy at the bottom, take an inhale. And then as you exhale, press into the feet, roll yourself all the way up. This time, inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands come through right center. Sink yourself all the way down into your Malasana. It's early on, so you're not going to come into your deepest Malasana. Your heels can be lifted if you need to, but I want wherever you are, you're really active through the legs, using the glutes to point the knees in the direction of the second and third toes. So if you take your elbows away, your knees don't just collapse in. If that is available to you, see if you can reach your arms out in front of you. If it's available to you, see if you can reach your arms up and overhead. Take 3 more slow breaths here. Take the hands down to the floor, forward fold. Keep the toes and the feet in that same position as you inhale. Just come into a halfway lift, lengthen through the spine. And then as you exhale, generous bend in the knees, ragdoll forward. Pressing through the feet, engage the glutes as you roll all the way up to standing. Inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. Exhale, once again, we're coming down into that Malasana pose. Take a nice deep inhale here. Release the hands out in front of you if you can. As you exhale, you're going to raise up onto the tippy toes. Inhale, slow lower down. Exhale, raise onto the tippy toes. Make sure the knees aren't collapsing in. Inhale, come down. 3 more like this. Lower the heels, take an inhale. As you exhale, raise up onto the heels. Keep the knees facing out as you press all the way to standing on the toes. Inhale, stay on the toes, raise the arms up overhead. Exhale, keep those heels lifted. Keep the knees tracking in line with the second and third toes as you come all the way back down into that tippy toe Malasana. Inhale at the bottom. As you exhale, engage the glutes, press all the way to stand on the tippy toes. Inhale, sweep the arms at the top, maybe look up to challenge your balance. And then as you exhale, come back down in through your Malasana. We're going to do 3 more just like that. Keep trying to press into the pinky toe and big toe side of your foot. One more. Come down, lower the heels, and take a forward fold, heel toe the feet to parallel. Inhale, come to a halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Drop the tailbone, roll all the way up the spine. Raise onto the toes as you inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. And this time as you exhale, hands come down in line with the shoulders. Start to bend the knees into a balanced chair. Inhale, press all the way to stand, reach the arms up and overhead. As you exhale, hands come down to shoulder height. Sit yourself nice and low so you can get the hips on the same level as the knees. Inhale, come all the way to stand. Exhale, balance chair. And take 4 more here, nice and slow. Once again, we're making sure that we're engaging our glutes and our legs to keep those knees tracking in line with the toes. Pressing even weight through the big toe and the pinky toe side of our foot to help to strengthen our ankles. Last one, we're going to hold in that balanced chair. Take an inhale. As you exhale, sweep the arms back behind you, engage the triceps. Inhale, sweep them forward. Exhale, sweep them back. Inhale, sweep them forward. 4 more. Inhale, balance chair. Exhale, drop the heels, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. As you exhale, step back, high plank pose. Set yourself up with your wrists underneath your shoulders or slightly in front. Gentle bend in the elbows so you're not hyperextending. Engage through the legs, press energy out through the heels, and make sure your face isn't dropping towards the floor. A few more breaths here. Option to drop to your knees if you need to. Try and keep your pelvis nice and stable. You're going to lift the right hand as you do so. Think of gently drawing down the right hip to keep it even with the left. Inhale, set the right hand down. Exhale, left hand taps right shoulder. Inhale, set it down. Exhale, right hand to left shoulder. Inhale, set it down. Exhale, left hand to right shoulder. Inhale, set it down. You can keep going here or play with where you reach that arm. So maybe you reach the arm out in front of you. Maybe you tap it back to the opposite thigh. Maybe you float it out to the side wall beside you. And just feel how reaching your arm in different directions will challenge your balance and engage slightly different muscles. And see if you can just stay as stable as you can through that pelvis and try to keep the rest of your body from just being on a roller coaster ride. We're going to do one more lift in each direction, whatever movement you're doing. And then you're going to send those hips up and back, downward facing dog. As you inhale, keep the upper body as it is. You're going to bend the knees to hover above the mat. And then exhale, pressing back into downward dog. Inhale, we come into this long bear. And then as you exhale, downward facing dog. Just 3 more like that. Lower body stays as it is. Inhale, tap the elbows down to the floor, dolphin. Exhale, press them into your dog. Inhale, elbows tap down, don't let them flare out. Exhale, press into dog. 3 more here. Ripple through the spine, come into your plank pose. Lower the knees if you need to, shift forward, elbows graze the rib cage as you lower down, chaturanga. And we're going to hold Drop the knees if you need to. Same cues as your plank, except now your elbows bent. And it's way harder. Press the floor away from you. Come back to your plank pose. Send the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Look towards the top of the mat. Bend the knees. Step forward, float. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, raise all the way up. Come up onto the toes. As you exhale, sink into your balanced chair. Excuse me, take an inhale, sweep the arms back. And then as you exhale, come straight into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. As you exhale, step, walk, or float, chaturanga. Inhale, straight back to plank. Option for a second chaturanga. Inhale to plank. Exhale, downward dog. Step, walk, or float to the top. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, raise up all the way onto the toes. Exhale, balanced chair. Inhale, sweep the arms back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step, walk, or float, chaturanga. Inhale to plank. Option second chaturanga. Inhale to plank. Exhale, downward dog. Step, walk, or float to the top. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, raise all the way up, tippy toes. Exhale, balanced chair. Inhale, sweep the arms back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, take it through your vinyasa. 1, 2, or 0 chaturangas. Step, walk, or float to the top. We've got 2 more rounds. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, raise all the way up, tippy toes. Exhale, balanced chair. Inhale, sweep arms back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, your vinyasa. Step, walk, or float. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, raise tippy toes. Exhale, balanced chair. Inhale, sweep the arms back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, vinyasa. Inhale, sweep the right leg up. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Option to stay here. Option to challenge your balance. See if you can come up onto the left fingertips. Maybe you can reach that left hand back through your left shin, ankle, knee, thigh, somewhere along that left leg. See if you can open your chest a little bit more towards the right, looking out underneath that right armpit without tipping yourself over. It's really hard. Take one more breath here. Nice deep inhale. On your exhale, see if you can keep that left hand floating. Step your right hand to the outside of your right foot, and then set the left hand down. Drop the back knee, untuck the toes. Inhale, come into this wide leg low lunge. And then as you exhale, you're just going to send the hips back, straighten the front leg. Inhale, come forward into that lunge. Exhale, send the hips back. 3 more just like that. Come forward into this lizard variation, tuck under the back toes, lift the knee. Option to stay, otherwise option to turn to the outside edges of both feet and come into horizon pose, planting the left hand, sweeping the right arm to the back of the room. As you inhale, lift the hips up, reach the right arm to the front of the room. And then as you exhale, sink into your horizon pose. Inhale, arch up, it's like a modified side plank. And then exhale, horizon. One more here. And then everybody's going to step that right foot on top of the left, coming into your side plank pose, Vashisthasana. Option to stack or stagger the feet wherever you are. That right hip is stacking on top of the left. Left hand is either underneath or slightly in front of that left shoulder. One more breath. Plant the right hand. Option to keep the right leg floating as you come through your chaturanga. Inhale to plank. Exhale down, facing dog. As you inhale, sweep the left leg up. Exhale, open up through the hip. Option to stay here, otherwise play around coming onto the right fingertips and then maybe walking that right hand back along the mat. Maybe you can grab somewhere on your right leg. I don't know if I can do it on this side. Maybe you can turn your chest a little bit more towards the left, looking out underneath your left armpit. Keep really active through that top leg. Take 2 more breaths. Keep that right hand floating if you can. You're going to step that left foot all the way to the outside of the left hand. Step the right hand down, lower the right knee. Inhale, reach the chest forward. Exhale, come to this wide Ardha Hanumanasana. 4 more just like that. Come back into your lizard, tuck under the back toes, lift the back knee. Option to stay, otherwise pivoting into your horizon pose, outside edges of both feet. Sweep the left arm to the back of the room. As you inhale, lift the hips up, arch the side body. Exhale, come down into your horizon. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, horizon pose. 1 more. Everybody step left foot back to meet right. Your version of Vashisthasana. Settle in for 5 breaths. Take the left hand down. Option to keep that left leg floating as you travel through your vinyasa. Look to the top of the mat. Step, walk, or float. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, raise all the way up, tippy toes. Exhale, come down into that balanced chair. Option to drop the heels if you need. Take an inhale. As you exhale, press down into the ball of the left foot. See if you can draw the right knee into the chest. Inhale, come back into that balanced chair. Keep the right knee bent. You're still in a single leg chair. Exhale, left knee to chest. Inhale, balanced chair. 4 more on each side. Keep the shoulders out of the ears. Or 1 more on each side. Inhale, sweep those arms back behind you in your balanced chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, take it to your vinyasa. Option to add that double chaturanga. Inhale, sweep the right leg up. Exhale, open the hip. Option to take that left hand back as you inhale. As you exhale, step the right foot all the way forward. Inhale, horizon pose. Exhale, come back to a runner's lunge. We're going to cartwheel all the way up into warrior two as you inhale. See if you can be heel to arch alignment. Sink nice and deep into that front leg, and then grow tall through the spine out of the rib cage. Nice strong energy through your arms. Take a peek down, make sure you can see your right big toe, and then settle in for 3 more breaths. Flip the front palm, inhale, reverse your warrior. And then as you exhale, you're going to come down into side angle pose. Option right forearm to thigh, right hand to the inside of the right foot, or right hand to the outside of the right foot. Keep lengthening through the spine, spiral the rib cage towards the left side of the mat, and make sure that your right knee keeps facing forward. Think of tucking your right hip underneath you to help engage that glute. A block is always a good tool to have here. Press down into the feet. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, cartwheel float through. Option to float that right leg. Option for a double chaturanga. Downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep the left leg up. Exhale, open the hip. Inhale, option to float that right hand back. And then as you exhale, step that left foot to the outside of the left hand. Inhale, horizon pose. As you exhale, come back to a runner's lunge. Set yourself up for warrior two. Inhale, bring yourself all the way up. Set up your alignment and settle in. Two more breaths. Flip that front palm, inhale, reverse. Exhale, come down into your side angle pose. Ground down through the feet. Inhale, come all the way into your reverse warrior. And then as you exhale, cartwheel flow through your vinyasa. Look to the top, step look or float, we'll turn it into a flow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, raise up tippy toes. Exhale, balance chair. Take an inhale. As you exhale, right knee to the chest. Inhale, set it down. Exhale, left knee to the chest. Inhale, set it down. Exhale, sweep the arms back. Inhale, sweep them forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, your vinyasa. Inhale, sweep the right leg up. Exhale, open the hip. Inhale, maybe float the left hand. Exhale, step right foot forward. Inhale, horizon pose. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale here. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, side angle pose. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, cartwheel flow through vinyasa. Inhale, sweep the left leg up. Exhale, open the hip. Inhale, option to flip the right hand. Exhale, step the left foot outside of left hand. Inhale, horizon pose. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, sink deeper. Inhale, flip the front palm. Exhale, side angle pose. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, cartwheel flow through. Look to the top, step, walk or float. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, raise all the way, tippy toes. Exhale, balance chair. Inhale here. Exhale, right knee to chest. Inhale, balance chair. Exhale, left knee to chest. Inhale, balance chair. Exhale, sweep the arms back. Inhale, sweep them forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, vinyasa. Inhale, right leg sweeps. Exhale, open the hip. Inhale, flip the left hand. Exhale, right foot outside of right hand. Inhale, horizon pose. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle pose. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, cartwheel flow through. Inhale, sweep the left leg up. Exhale, open the hip. Inhale, float the right hand. Exhale, left foot steps outside left hand. Inhale, horizon pose. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale here. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle pose. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, cartwheel flow through. Look to the top, step pull, quarter float. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, raise up tippy toes. Exhale, come down, balance chair. Listen carefully, take an inhale. As you exhale, right knee to the chest. Option to stay on the toes. As you inhale, you're going to tap the right toes towards the back of the mat like you're coming into a power lunge. And then as you exhale, see if you can bring it into a floating single leg chair, balance on the left toes. Yes, that is as hard as it sounds. Inhale, see if you can tap those right toes towards the back of the mat, engage the left glute. Exhale, that right knee comes to the chest. We're just going to do 3 more here. Your heel on that front leg can be down the whole time. Come back into your balanced chair. Take an inhale, sink lower. As you exhale, left knee comes into the chest. Remember, the heel can be down. As you inhale, see if you can stay on the toes. Tap the left toes to the back of the mat. And then as you exhale, come back into that single leg chair. Woo, you're going to do 4 more. This side is way harder for me. Inhale into your balanced chair. Exhale, sweep those arms back. Inhale, balanced chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, vinyasa. Inhale, sweep the right leg up. Exhale, open the hip. Inhale, float that left hand. Exhale, step the right foot to the outside. Inhale, horizon pose. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale here. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, side angle pose. Take the right hand forward to the top right hand corner of your mat and come into your half moon pose. Make sure your right toes are still facing towards the front of the mat. One more breath here. As you exhale, engage into that right leg. You're going to come all the way to standing. The sole of the left foot comes to the inner right thigh, standing tree pose. Option to keep your hands at heart center. Option to take those hands up above you. You take a chest opening here. You do whatever you like with your arms. Your hips both stay facing the front of the mat, but you're trying to work that left knee towards the back of the mat. Active hip opening here. If you were feeling really jazzy, you could try and raise onto the toes of that left foot. Getting some serious ankle strength in this class. Wherever you are, we're taking one more breath. Pulling over. If you came up onto the heels, onto the toe rather, slowly lower the heel. You're going to cross that left ankle over the bottom of the right thigh, coming into your feet or forward. Once again, we're making sure that right hip's not just conking out to the side and the left hip's rotating back. Keep both hips facing forward, send them back evenly towards the back of the mat. Active through the left foot. Option to take elbows to shins, hands to floor or blocks. We will eventually make our way into flying pigeon, but we're not there just yet. From here, stay low. You're just going to unwind that left leg, send it up behind you, coming into standing split, maybe maybe holding around that right ankle. Option to add a hip opener, and how do I describe this? With that left leg, so the left toes point towards the left side of the mat as opposed to down towards the floor. Option to stay here, otherwise if handstand is in your practice, feel free to take some hops towards your handstand. I went to the beach before this and all the sand is falling out of my hair. When you're ready, however you want to get there, you're going to make your way to downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep the left leg up. Exhale, open the hip. Inhale, sweep the right arm back. Exhale, step the left foot forward. Inhale, horizon pose. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale here. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, side angle pose. Take the left hand forward and out. Bring yourself up, half moon pose. Engage through that left leg, slowly coming all the way up into your tree pose. Sole of the right foot meets the inner left thigh or shin. Make sure you're evenly facing those hips towards the front of the room, and then work your right knee towards the back of the room. And once again, option to see if you can balance on the ball of that left foot, lifting the left heel any amount. And your hands may do weird things like mine are doing that don't look very cool and yoga-like. That's okay. You've been practicing with me for a while. You know that I'm not particularly orthodox in some of my poses. Take one more breath. You came up onto the toes, lower the heel, slide that right ankle over the bottom of the left shin, and then come down into whatever version of Ekapada Agni Sambhasana that you want to come into, making sure that both hips are going back evenly, keeping length through the spine. Stay nice and low. You're just going to release that right leg up to the sky. Once again, option to keep those toes facing down. Maybe you're holding around the back of the left leg with both hands. Or option to come into a more hip opener variation, turning the right toes towards the right side of the mat. If you felt like it was time to take some handstand hops or come into your handstand practice, please feel free to do that here. And we are working with hip openers in this class, so maybe you can work towards a straddle here. You can always come into a headstand as well. Into your handstand, slowly come down wherever you are, make your way through vinyasa. We're going to make our way back to the top of the mat. We're going to repeat a really similar sequence, and I'm going to offer up, if you've got your bosu or a pillow or something that you want to challenge your balance, you're going to take that to the top of your mat. You can have it face up or face down, however you want to challenge yourself. Whenever you're ready, you're going to make your way to the top of the mat and you run round, face up, one round, face down. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Those of you not playing with the balance item, you just ignore all my cues for that and go on as if you would just stand on the floor. Otherwise, you're going to make your way onto your bosu or whatever you've got. Everybody inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, raise up all the way, maybe onto tippy toes. And then as you exhale, come all the way down into your balanced chair. Inhale here. Exhale, sweep the arms up. Sweep the arms back, sorry. Inhale, bring it forward. If you're on the floor as you exhale, maybe one foot, oh my God, one knee into the chest. Inhale, set it down. Exhale, opposite knee into the chest. Inhale, set it down. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. As you exhale, make your way through your vinyasa. If you're on your balance item, please step carefully. Downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep the right leg up. Exhale, open the hip. Inhale, maybe flip that left hand. As you exhale, step that right foot all the way forward, outside of the right hand. Inhale, horizon pose. Exhale, come back to center. My foot is not yet on the bosu. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale here. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle pose. Inhale, reverse warrior. I'm going to step up onto the bosu. And as I exhale, I'm going to come down into a side angle pose. Now, if this doesn't work for you, you come down as far as you can. You can put your hand on a chair, you can put your hand on a wall. You can just practice standing on one leg on the bosu ball. Block underneath the hand on the floor. This is going to be really helpful. Take one more breath. And then as you exhale, we're going to make our way all the way up into standing tree. Ooh. So that bosu ball is no joke. So the left foot comes up into the right inner thigh. Set up your alignment points. Once again, option to raise up onto the toes. If you want to challenge your balance, see if you can rotate your torso from side to side, but try and keep your hips facing the front of the room. Or maybe you come into a swaying tree where you're taking some side bends. Wherever you are, come back to center. You're going to slide this left ankle over the right knee, coming into your feet or forward. Once again, option to come down to wherever you want to take your hands. If you felt like you wanted to challenge your balance more, you could try and come up onto the right tippy toes here if you're on the floor. You could also do that on the bosu. I have kind of like a hole in the middle of my bosu, and I think that would not work very well. You're slowly going to unravel yourself. You're going to come into a standing split. If you're on the floor, once again, you can play with handstand. If you're some sort of circus performer and you can do a handstand on a bosu, please send me a video of that if you can. That would be amazing, and I'm very impressed. Life goals. Okay, we're going to change this up a bit. I know we've been on one leg for a while, so if you need a break, please take a break. If you're in handstand, you're going to come back to standing split. Everybody square off the hips. And you're going to come up via a warrior three. Bring the right knee into the chest. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, you're just going to open, the left knee into the chest. You're going to open that left knee out to the side like a floating tree. Exhale, bring it back through center. As you inhale, you're going to come into a warrior three. Exhale, come to stand, knee to chest. Inhale, open the knee. Exhale, close. Inhale, warrior three. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, open the hip. Exhale, close. Inhale, warrior three. Exhale, knee to chest. We've got two more. Inhale, open the hip. Exhale, close. Inhale, warrior three. Last one. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, open the hip. Exhale, close. Inhale, warrior three. As you exhale, you're going to bend that front knee, step back into your crescent lunge. You could be on the floor, you could be on the bosu. If you're on the floor, see if you can raise your front heel. Inhale here. As you exhale, sweep those arms back. We're coming back into that warrior three. Inhale, you're going to open up into a side angle pose. Exhale, come back through warrior three. Inhale, come into your crescent lunge. Exhale, sweep those arms back. Warrior three, really engage that right glute. Inhale, open up, side angle pose. Exhale, close the hip. Warrior three. Inhale, crescent lunge. Got three more like that. Exhale, warrior three. Inhale, open to half moon. Exhale, warrior three. Inhale, crescent lunge. Two more, take it at your own pace. Crescent lunge. Exhale, plant those hands. come into a plank pose. So if you've got your bosu, your hands can be on your bosu. Take a nice deep inhale here. As you exhale, float that right leg if you hadn't kept it floating. Take an inhale. As you exhale, the spine doesn't change. Right knee taps right elbow. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, send it back. 3 more. Keep that right leg floating. Inhale. Exhale, shift forward. Hold your chaturanga. Right knee, right elbow. Inhale, take it back. You drop that left knee if you need. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, take it back. 3 more. Push back up to plank. Oof. And then exhale. Downward facing dog. Take a nice deep inhale through the nose. Big open mouth. Exhale. Child's pose if you need it. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Second side. Inhale, sweep that left leg up. Exhale, open hip. Option to take that right hand to the right leg. Inhale. As you exhale, step that left foot forward. Inhale, horizon pose. As you exhale, low lunge. I'm not on the bosu yet. As you come up, inhale, warrior 2. Exhale here. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, side angle pose. Inhale, reverse your warrior. If you're coming on the bosu, you're going to exhale, step up. Everybody take a nice deep inhale. And then as you exhale, we're making our way into a half moon pose. If you're not on the bosu and you want to challenge your balance more, change your gaze, change your drishti. Maybe close your eyes. Or once again, play around with coming up onto the toes. Remember, you don't have to have a bosu, you could just have a pillow underneath you. If you could have a ball, that would be exciting. Take 1 more breath. And then as you exhale, slowly you're going to make your way up into your tree pose. Sole of the right foot into the left inner thigh. And once again, remember you can play around with your balance by moving your torso, moving your arms, closing your eyes, moving one arm in a different direction to the other will help to throw you off balance. And use these few poses to come back into your Ujjayi Pranayama if you lost it. Come back to center, slide this ankle, the right ankle over the left knee. Come down, Ekapala Agnistabhasana. Remember, if you want to challenge your balance, you can come up onto the toes. Slowly unraveling from here, finding your way into your standing split or your handstand practice. From here, if you came into handstand or an open hip standing split, you're going to come back into a normal standing split, square the hips, lift yourself up, warrior 3, and then come all the way up into standing. Take an exhale. As you inhale, you're going to open that right knee out to the side, keep the hips square. Exhale, close the knee. Inhale, warrior 3, reach the arms. Exhale, come to stand, knee to chest. Inhale, open the hip. Exhale, close. Inhale, warrior three. We've got 3 more here. Last one. Inhale, warrior three. Exhale here. Step the right toes back as you inhale, come into your crescent lunge. As you exhale, sweep the arms back, warrior three. As you inhale, open the chest up to the side, half moon pose. As you exhale, close down, warrior three. Inhale, step back, crescent lunge. Exhale, sweep the arms back, warrior three, strong through that left glute. Inhale, open up, half moon. Exhale, back through your warrior three. Inhale, crescent lunge. You're going to take 3 more just like that. Last one. I have a feeling that this is actually 4, but it is well established that I can't count. Come back into your crescent lunge, inhale, and then as you exhale, take it down, plank pose. Take a nice deep inhale here. Exhale, as I try and fix my bosu ball. You're going to float that left leg on your next exhale. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, knee comes to the tricep. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, knee to the tricep. Inhale, send it back. 3 more. Inhale, single leg plank. Exhale, single leg chaturanga. Knee to the elbow, inhale, send it back. Exhale, knee to elbow, inhale, send it back. 3 more. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, come off that bosu, downward facing dog. Take a nice deep inhale. A nice deep exhale. Look to the top of the mat, step, walk or float. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Once again, your balance item is optional here. I'm going to stand on the squishy side this time. 1 more inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, raise all the way up to standing baby on tippy toes. Exhale, balance chair. Inhale here. Exhale, right knee to chest. Woo. Inhale, set it down. Exhale, left knee to chest. Inhale, set it down. A little bit different. Exhale, you're going to send that right knee, leg back behind you like a donkey kick. You're still in a single leg chair on the left. Inhale, bring it back to center. Exhale, that left leg will come behind you like a donkey kick. Inhale, back to center. 2 more on each side, just for good measure. Exhale, single leg chair on the left. Right leg comes back. Inhale to chair. Exhale, left leg comes back. Inhale to center. 1 more on each side. You're going to be able to laugh at yourself with balance. Inhale, balance chair. Exhale, sweep those arms back. Inhale, bring them forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, step or float. Make your way back through your vinyasa. Inhale, right leg sweeps up. Whoopsie, kick the fan. Exhale, open the knee. Inhale, left hand floats. Exhale, step that right foot to the outside of the right hand. Inhale, horizon pose. Exhale, runner's lunge. I'm still not on the bosu, but you could be if you wanted to be. Inhale, open up, warrior two. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Inhale, side angle pose. Exhale, reverse your triangle. Inhale, reach that right hand forward, come down, triangle pose. Option to make this harder, reach the right hand forward, left hand forward, coming into your power triangle. Make sure you're not locking out through that front knee. Take one more inhale, exhale, release to triangle. If you're coming onto your unstable surface, step up. Everybody's making their way back into that half moon pose. From here, this side is way tricky. You're going to take an inhale. As you exhale, you're just going to fall over. You're going to close the hip. So as you inhale, you're going to open the left toes to the side. As you exhale, you're going to rotate them down to the floor. Inhale, open the hip. Exhale, close the hip. You've got two more here. A flat bosu is way harder, just FYI. Inhale, come into your half moon. And then as you exhale, you're going to come all the way to standing up on that right leg. Tree pose. This time we're going to play around with that floating tree again. So you're going to draw the left knee in towards the chest. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, you're going to open the left knee to the side. Inhale, bring it back to center. Exhale, open it to the side. Inhale to center. We've got three more here. Cross that left ankle over the right knee. Come down, Ekapada, Agni Stambhasana. And the side of the bosu is really tricky. Notice that I'm holding onto the wall. This is hard. You have the option to stay here. Otherwise, we can move into our flying pigeon. Your hands will come down to the floor. Your left shin will rest on the back of the triceps. Left toes will hook around the back of the right elbow. Right heel in towards the glute. And then see if you can extend that right leg all the way back behind you. You could totally do this with your hands on the bosu if you were so inclined. Again, please let me know if you can do that. And if you came into your balance, your arm balance, you're going to come back into your balance chair. We're all going to make our way into the standing split. So send that left leg up. Once again, option to play with handstand here if that's what you're working on. We're just going to take one more breath. Take an inhale. Start to bring yourself up through warrior three. As you exhale, come all the way to standing knee to chest. Just one time through. Inhale. You're going to open the hip to the side. Exhale, close the hip. Inhale, warrior three. Exhale here. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior three. Inhale, half moon pose. I cannot do that on this side of this ball. And then as you exhale, you're going to come back into your warrior three or something that looks like it. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, take it down into a plank pose. Keep that right leg floating, take an inhale. As you exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, single leg plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale here. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, chaturanga. Exhale, plank. Downward facing dog. My goodness, the squishy side of the bosu is really hard. Inhale, sweep the left leg up. Exhale, open the hip. Inhale, take that right hand back. Exhale, step left foot outside of left hand. Inhale, horizon pose. Exhale, runner's lunge. Warrior two as you inhale. Exhale, settle in. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, side angle pose. Inhale, reverse your triangle. Exhale, triangle pose. Remember the option to take your, your power triangle is there. Take one more breath. Come down into triangle. If you're coming into your half moon pose, you're going to, if you're coming into your balance surface, you're going to step your foot up there. Everybody take an inhale. And then as you exhale, you're going to come up into your half moon pose. This is ridiculous. Maybe you have two hands on the floor. Inhale, you're going to open that right hip. And then as you exhale, you're just going to turn the right toes down towards the floor. Inhale, you're going to open the right hip. Exhale, you're going to close the right hip. We're going to take three more here. You're going to square off the hips, press down into that left foot, and come all the way up into your tree pose. Sorry, I thought that was my camera not working. Coming up into your tree pose, we're going to play with that floating tree. So take an inhale, bring the knee to center, and then as you exhale, open the hip. Inhale, bring the hip to center. Exhale, open the hip. Three more here. You're going to cross that right ankle over the left knee, coming down into your Ekapada Agni Stambhasana. Just using like all my kitchenware as props. You could totally stay here in your funky chair. Otherwise, we're coming to flying pigeon on the second side. Right shin will rest on the back of the arms. Right toes will hook it around the back of the left tricep. Left heel to glute. And then extend that left leg back behind you. Bring that left foot in. Everybody come back to your funky chair. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, we're going to come into our standing splits. We're just taking a couple of breaths here. Option to play with your handstand. Take one more inhale. One more exhale. As you inhale, come up through warrior three. As you exhale, come all the way to stand. Inhale, open the hip. Exhale, close the hip. Inhale, warrior three. take an exhale here. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior three. Inhale, open up into your half moon. I cannot do this side. As you exhale, come back into your warrior three. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, plank pose. Keep that left leg floating. Take an inhale. As you exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, single leg plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale here. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, single leg chaturanga. Exhale, single leg plank. Inhale, downward facing dog. Look towards the top of your mat, step, walk or float. We're coming to boat pose. If you had your squishy surface, then you could sit on top of it to make your life more difficult. We've already proved that I really like making my life difficult and I'm not always good at it. Wherever you are, you're in boat pose. You're going to take an inhale here. As you exhale, keep your left knee in line with the left hip. See if you can float the right knee out to the right. Inhale, bring it back through center. Exhale, see if you can float the left knee out to the left. Keep the right hip and knee in line. Inhale through center. Exhale, float that right knee. Inhale through center. Exhale, float that left knee. Inhale through center. You're going to take 3 more to each side. Inhale through center. Exhale, release. Take a moment in your Paschimottanasana, forward fold. And then you're going to hook the peace fingers around the big toes. Bring the knees in, bend the knees, draw the heels in towards the glute. And then we're going to come back into that boat pose, except you're going to be holding onto your big toes. So this might be enough of a balance challenge for you here. And that's fine, you can stay here. Otherwise, you're going to start to extend the knees and come into a wide V. I'm going to show you not the bosu because I can't do it on the bosu. So you'll come into Uttanishta Konasana in this kind of boat pose here. If finding your balance is really hard, you could try and just extend one leg at a time, or just half extend your legs, or you just hang around with playing with your toes. If the balance is really good, then it can be harder to alternate bending and straightening one leg at a time. It can be really hard to do it sitting on top of a bosu ball, I am discovering. You're going to bring your legs out if you can. See if you can keep that height. Take an inhale, and then as you exhale, you're going to release your hands. See if you can reach your hands in line with your toes. And now we're going to do the opposite of what we did before in our boat pose. You're going to inhale. As you exhale, see if you can float the right leg to the midline. Keep the left leg out. Inhale, return it. Exhale, that left leg will float in. Inhale, return it. Exhale, right leg floats in. Inhale, return it. Exhale, left leg floats in. Inhale, return it. You're going to do a few more on each side. One more each side. Bring the soles of the feet together. Fold forward. Baddha Konasana. And slowly, you're going to make your way onto your back. We're just going to finish with some crunches and then a bridge. If you have your bosu ball or your pillow, you could bring it behind your lower back. If not, you're just flat on the floor. Wherever you are, you've got a natural curve in your spine. Your neck is relaxed. Your ribs slide towards your hips. Inhale, release at the bottom. And then as you exhale, ribs slide towards the hips. Bring yourself up. Inhale, release. Exhale, bring it up. If you wanted to, you could keep Baddha Konasana legs here and keep that theme of hip opening that we've been rolling with. We're going to do about 10 more here. Then draw those knees together, slowly release. We're going to finish off with a bridge. If you had your bosu, you could bring it underneath your feet. You could go squishy side up or down, whatever you prefer. And I'm going to invite you to come into Baddha Konasana legs again. So soles of the feet together, knees will come nice and wide. Hands can come up towards the ceiling if you want. Take an inhale. As you exhale, you're going to bridge the hips up. Inhale here. Exhale, close the knees, inner thighs. Inhale, open the knees. Exhale, tap. Inhale, lift. Exhale, close knees. Inhale, open knees. Exhale, tap. Inhale, lift. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, lower. 5 more. One more. And then slowly lower down. Draw the knees in towards the chest. Cross the left ankle over the right knee. So we're coming into that figure 4 again. And then you're just going to let both of your knees fall over towards the left. Keep the right shoulder down. Option to look over towards the right hand. And then you're going to keep the legs as they are. You're just going to bring them to the other side. So the sole of the left foot will plant to the floor on the right hand side. And you're kind of using that right knee to nudge that left ankle towards the right shoulder. So you should feel a really nice hip opener through that left leg. You can gently draw the left knee with the strength of your glute away from your face. The left shoulder is down on the floor. Slowly come back to your center, switch it out, right ankle crosses, and you're going to let both of the knees fall towards the right. And bring it back to your center. Keep the same cross of the legs. Just bring the legs over towards the left, so the sole of the right foot plants to the floor on the left side of your mat. And then use the strength of your glute to draw that right knee away from the left shoulder. Slowly release, bring it back through center, draw the knees in towards the chest, reach for the outside edges of the feet, coming into happy baby. Lower back is flat on the floor, shoulders are relaxed. You can play around with straightening one knee and then the other. Maybe you can straighten both knees. Draw yourself into center, take any other movements you need to, and when you're ready, make yourself into a really tiny little ball. Take a nice deep inhale, and then as you exhale, let everything go, coming into your final resting position, whatever that looks like for you. And wherever you are, I encourage you to take one big breath in through the nose, one big open mouth exhale. Please stay here for as long as what serves you. As always, thank you so much for practicing and playing with me today. Today, as you go forward, may you have forgiveness in your thoughts, kindness in your words, and generosity in your heart.